giving you my observation of the user interface of Google Maps wayfinding system, which tends to be my most favorite use of a GPS application. A little bit about that. Um, I have used Apple Maps and Google Maps a lot. I have a car that has Apple CarPlay, and for a long time, the only one that would display on my car's screen was Apple Maps. So I kind of sometimes would compromise and use Apple Maps just because it didn't display on the screen. However, in the last couple of months, they actually finally updated it where Google Maps will display. So I now primarily only use Google Maps. Um, the biggest reason for it is that I have found with Apple Maps and Google Maps that there is a time difference and even directional differences between the programs, and Google Maps tends to be, for the most part, the most accurate and the best direction to go with. So I tend to do that. So getting into it, let's see, tasks to accomplish within the screen. So for starters, if you were to come onto the Google Maps screen like when I initially started the video, this panel is typically opened. However, you can collapse it if you want a bigger view of the map, that kind of thing. But very easy to find. You have your search menu right here. Easily search a place. I just clicked on a place that I recently searched. It's really nice because you can copy and paste from other websites and have it pop up right away. So, an example, it's really great because it gives you the address for the place that you looked up, their website. It'll take you, right to their website. They have one. Phone number, hours, which is very helpful. I tend to look at this a lot. If I Google a place, their Google Maps, I don't have to Google it and then find the address. I can typically go straight to Google Maps, search for a place I want to look at, pick the one I want to go to. It has the hours, it has their website, it has their phone number. It's all right here, which is fantastic. Let's see, search. So I'm going to just go through. You can save it. You can save it to your favorites, places you want to go, starred places. You can start a new list. This is really cool. Super easy. You go to your lists. Oh, favorites. Yep, see, it's right there. So that's super easy. As you saw, very easy to find. Oh, let's go. Okay, we'll try this one again. You can choose places nearby, restaurants, hotels, which is really useful, especially if you're in a place you've never been before. That is super nice. You can send it to your phone. So if you're on your desktop like me, as you can see, my phones are already on here with my phone number, my email address, so that's great. You can also share it, which is really cool. You can copy the link, share it to your Google Plus account, your Facebook account, Twitter. You can also embed the map. So that's really cool. Copy the URL, embed it wherever you want. If it's maybe another website, if it's your social media account, that kind of thing. Let's see what else. Sorting by zip code, city, or region. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay. The other cool thing about Google Maps is you can actually view it as a satellite mode, which actually gives you real life, like this is what it looks like. You can also click on this little man on the bottom and you can browse the street from street views. Oops. Well, I thought you could do that. There we go. Maybe one of the things that I suggest could be fixed is not having to click on that 5 times for it to pop down on the bottom. But as you can see, this is really nice, especially if it's an area you've never been to. You get kind of a little overview of what to expect to look for, because I know sometimes that can be a little confusing. You're looking at this map and you're like, okay, The lines just don't really make sense to me, especially for me. I find that to be a little confusing. I'm like, I don't know where I am, and it's just really confusing me. So that's really cool. I really do like the 3D mode that you can do. You know, you can collapse it and zoom in, zoom out, um, all that kind of thing. Now, see the little button right there, so I can actually select this and it'll give it my current location. So that's really cool. I don't know if I should be showing you all my current location or not. No, I'm just joking. So yeah, it's really cool to do that. Another thing is you can actually search individually by how long it'll take by car, if you need to do public transit, walking, which is great, biking as well. And then you can also actually look at flights on Google Maps as well, which has come in handy a few times when you're checking on the status of someone coming in to visit, that sort of thing. So that is great. I showed you how to add it to favorites, all that kind of stuff. It's really very self-explanatory. The answer is yes. It's very user-friendly. It's very easy to navigate, which is fantastic because, you know, some user interfaces can be confusing and it's hard for others to use, but this is very self-explanatory, very easy to use. The only thing, you know, one of the other things other than, you know, some things might take a few minutes to, or not even a few minutes, a few tries to get it to click through. You know, that might be somewhat of a responsive issue. The other thing I would say is that there is kind of a lot going on, and someone who's not familiar could be a little confused at first. For me, I use it all the time, so it's pretty, you know, self-explanatory, but I could see where it could become a little confusing for someone who's not used it often. As you can see, you can click on that little button in the corner to switch between satellite and map view. You can set a home address, so you know if you want a location that you always can go back to, you type in home. Whether it be on your phone, your computer, it's gonna pull up your address. That's great. It also gives you live traffic updates as well as weather. You can also see your location based on your zip code. Because I clicked the little location button over there, it'll give you restaurants, hotels, bars, that kind of stuff, all that's nearby. But yeah, overall, I mean, very easy to use, very user-friendly. It's self-explanatory. You can search for just about anything, have it pop up. I love how everything, you can see right here where we saved that earlier, you have all these options to do, searching. It's just great. I really like it. This is probably my favorite. I love getting to see reviews and pictures of a place before I go and seeing their phone numbers and hours. I think that's a huge perk of Google Maps. Again, it will be condensed and smaller on your phone, but it all works the same. The search methods and saving methods and all of that is all going to be the same, just in a smaller interface design. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my little overview of Google Maps, and I hope you maybe learned something. Until next time.